Today I'm going to be doing a grand campaign as the Mughals in EU4. Our goals are to conquer everything from the Balkans to Indochina, complete as much of the Mughal mission tree as possible, become a military hegemon, and create some subjects around us that'll help us defend our borders. This is where we left off last time. We've pushed hard into the Balkans right now, and we're pushing into Burma. Everything sort of in between that we already have. Currently, we're in a war versus Vijayanagar that a very powerful France is also in, and we have to beat them. We have some major wars to look out for this campaign, including versus the Commonwealth, Hungary, and various nations in Indochina. So, without further ado, it's time to jump in perhaps the final time as the Mughals in this EU4 grand campaign. Alright, here we are back as the Mughals, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to a little bit of relaxation after a few days ago I had one of the most painful campaigns in recent memory as the nation of Tiwi, which is actually still alive. I played as these guys right here. It was super painful. Check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, this is what we're looking like as the Mughals, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of regions already wrapped up. One more war versus Vijayanagar right here that we're in currently. They have lots of helpers on their side, and most importantly, this pretty powerful France who has just beaten my ass over in the Balkans. As you guys can see, I'm retreating. That's where we left off last time. So, you know, this isn't going to be that difficult. I just need to build up a couple of more armies to keep pushing back France here. Eventually, they're going to go ahead and give up and we'll peace out Vijayanagar. But yeah, because we stated so many things last campaign, I think it's time to build up our army even more because we can, and pretty soon we're going to be becoming a military hegemon as well. So yeah, that's the game plan, man. Peace France out, full annex Vijayanagar, and then we'll see where we go after that, because we do have a bunch of wars in the Balkans and in Burma and in Indochina to do. So yeah, I think that is the game plan for now. Okay, I've pieced Ayutthaya out, and I've put down a couple of more armies. As you can see, I think I built up around 4 or 5. I'm sending all of these guys now to fight the French, and yeah, they're already on medium, man, and won't be long before we piece these guys out. And then it's Australia, Blambangan, and Makassar, which I don't think we're gonna get involved with them at all. But yeah, in other news, where we left off last time, man, obviously we're the #1 great power in the world, about 6,000 dev. We should be at around 7 or 8,000. I think 8,000 by the time we end. Economy is looking very good right now, making a ton of money. We did state up a lot of things last time. I'm planning to have everything full stated ahead of time in every single tech. These idea groups have been wrapped up. Mission tree, very, a lot of missions completed. Absolutism at 100, so we can take a ton of land, and we can comfortably go over 100% overextension when not taking land. So yeah, already the most powerful nation in the world. Obviously, we're lagging behind in some mill aspects due to not taking mill idea groups at all, and one of them is quantity, which doesn't really help our quality, obviously. So yeah, looking pretty good, boys. And there we go. After engaging in a bunch of battles, France is on low, and we can officially knock them out as well. Okay, the tough part of this war is done. I did leave you guys on a little cliffhanger there last time because it just looked like too grand of a war to do. But who's this? Australia, interesting. Now we realistically just gotta sit in this war, boys, until these guys are out. So yeah, let's recoup these armies here. But yeah, regarding some wars that we're gonna have to do here, man, Bulgaria and Transylvania are our subjects. As we can see, we're gonna have to fight the Ottomans, who are very weak currently. They're looking like pretty much what Biz is in 1444. Venice is gonna be a pretty big and annoying war. Frick my life. France again. We're gonna have to do Serbia. We're gonna have to do Milan, who is actually a senior partner of Hungary, and Hungary, of course. Over on the other side, we got Bengal, Ayutthaya, Khmer, Champa, and this actually really powerful Emperor of China. Oops, that's the HRE. Emperor of China, Shun, who's managed to come out victorious after Ming blew up. And yeah, regarding subjects, we got Tsang owning Tibet here, Khiva owning Central Asia, Adal owning the Horn of Africa, Tripoli right here in the Maghreb, Transylvania in Carpathia, Crimea in the Pontic Steppe. These are all optional areas that we could expand into, if we're not doing anything else. But, it's not strictly a goal to conquer all of those regions for the subjects. Regarding cultures we've assimilated, or culture groups, these are the ones. Well, I never realized this, man, but I thought this was all Spain. It's not. A lot of it is Vijayanagar, so yeah, they took exploration for their 4th idea group, man. Interesting. You don't see these guys do that too much, you know, every now and then, but pretty rare. So no wonder I have only this much war score. Damn, do I have transports? I don't think I got transports. No, not here. They're over here, I think. Yeah. And I'm actually building the Suez Canal right now, but it's gonna take so long. Oh, but that means they won't be full annexed and they'll already accept this. Okay, that's all we want. And boom, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, our war with the Vijayanagar is done. Now, that does mean we've conquered all of India and we can take the mission Fall of Coromandel, which will make us release the Viceroyalty of Deccan down here, which will give us plus 5% admin efficiency and along with some other bonuses from other missions. I am gonna go ahead and take that. It is a decision, I think. There we go. They will, Coromandel regions. Yeah, they'll actually pop out pretty big, man. I think they'll be about this big. Now, we are going to do this roleplay-wise. Obviously, we're going to integrate them and stuff like that, but we are taking that plus 5% admin efficiency from that. So there's the Viceroyalty of Deccan release. They're actually quite a bit larger than I thought. And I know some people said, like, you should full core or full state this so you can insta-annex them and stuff like that. But listen, we're not min-maxing it that much, are we? So, yeah, these guys are just a regular vassal, man. We'll be able to annex them in about 10 years, which we will. It's not going to be that long. We got influence. So until then, we can chill. Okay, but that's all of Deccan and Coromandel wrapped up as well. So now really the only regions we got to focus on are Burma, Indochina, and the Balkans. Taking a look at aggressive expansion, no one's really mad, although Bengal is holding us up here, although a truce with them is going to be up in just 1 year. And then over in the Balkans, we can do the Ottomans, take Constantinople, sure. Yeah, I think we do the Ottomans and then move back here and do Bengal. I think that's a pretty good plan. I'm not even going to be waiting for anything, ladies and gentlemen. Straight up, there's a deck for the conquest of Constantinople. Armies are already here, boys. I keep forgetting about frick-ass Ajuran down here, man. Damn. Okay, it wasn't that bad piecing them out. And there's a full annex on the Ottomans, our biggest foe. Not really. They weren't that powerful this campaign, except they kept declaring on me in episode 2. Check it out if you haven't already. But, yeah, there's a full annex on the Ottomans, and we finally have the city of the world's desire, where I intend to move my capital. And you guys were doubting me last time, man, because I gave up this Egyptian cultured province to Adal. I just took this last Turkish culture province and we just assimilated the Levantine culture group, which means shout out the boy Adal, they converted the province to Nubian, dude. You doubted me. Of course I knew this was gonna happen. I totally expected it, and that's why I gave it to Adal, yeah. Okay, but with the Ottomans wrapped up, man, we have some big annoying wars waiting for us in the Balkans. I think we shift focus down here because, how big is Deccan? They absolutely suck. Because, yeah, we do need to focus on this region. This is the region we focus the least on. So it's time to go in against Bengal. They're fighting Khasenwi right now in Ayutthaya. Yeah, like the Chagatai and Pasai. Yeah, not that bad. All right, I got 3 armies over here. Should be enough. All right, there's our declaration on Bengal. Now we have imperialism. Hell yeah. Let's go. There we go. I'm just gonna put these guys on auto siege, man. For real, for real. There we go. I know we're sucking with manpower, so we're not really focusing professionalism that much. Might as well slacken. Gotta state this up, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Nice. What's our gov cap right now? We're still under, so we could go for a little more. Yeah, I'm actually gonna start doing Anatolia right now. Don't want to do too much, though. Do we not have a gov cap monument is the thing? We probably don't, huh? Because I have been building all of these guys up. Yeah, and I can only do these two. Sultan Ahmed Mosque and the Hagia Sophia. What's better for us? None. They're both not that good. But oh well, you know, we'll still build them up. All right, think frick, there's Pasai out. I actually had to walk over and and piece them out, man. But yeah, we're done with Bengal. Senwi did occupy some stuff in the middle there, but I guess we don't care about it too much. Would we be able to full annex Bengal if not for Senwi? Yes. What fucking freaking assholes, man? What freaking assholes? Do I just leave that? I guess I just leave it, huh? We'll take care of it later. But yeah, that's a big portion of Burma. So Senwi made Bengal pop out Ava, and Bengal have remained alive in one province right there. They're still supporting the independence of Shu and Ning, by the way. But yeah, now we border some other guys. Let's see, AE with these guys, actually not bad, because none of them are Sunni, which I think Bengal is. Do we go back to the Balkans, or do we continue our campaign here? I think we continue our campaign here, man. There's still more wars going on. Ayutthaya is about to Pugaryong, and Jarai. I keep forgetting Jarai is right there. Okay, we'll leave Shun for last, I think, because they're... Well, I was thinking they're our main endgame boss, but no, they're actually not that powerful. Who's our main endgame boss? Commonwealth is really powerful. Okay, and they got Bohemia. I like the Sweden. Milan right here. Milan is fairly powerful as well. Venice, perhaps. It might be Venice or the Commonwealth. So they are our endgame bosses. Okay. Okay, then we'll leave them for last. We do want to have some fun wars last, so... Yeah, let's continue pushing into these guys and to whoever we can, man. We got 3 armies over here. Still, 3 armies is enough. I think I'm gonna... Well, actually, we do need to build up. Wait, where's that there? Okay. Yeah, I need to build up some more to become Mill Hegemon, so... Kinda out of manpower, though. Let me wait a little bit. Alright, I got Admin 24. That's some more GovCap, and we did unlock the Counting House, which is gonna make us a lot of money now. I've also been slackening quite a lot, and I put down 2 more armies, so we're pretty close to Mill Hegemon as well. But now, it's time for a little bit of this. I can become an economic hegemon now that those counting houses are done, but yeah, no need. Okay, so I've been gathering up manpower for a bit, but I think we can continue our conquest. So let's declare on Ayutthaya, imperialism. They got some minor allies. None of them need to be co-belligerent or anything like that. We do want Diviet, but we're not close to them, so there we go. War started. Once again, I'm just gonna set all of these guys to auto siege. When you have such big stacks walking around, sure, we're taking attrition and losing lots of people, but I'd rather do that and have a relaxing campaign than micromanage. You know, sure, you have problems like this with auto siege on, but you know, hey, it's just something you gotta deal with. Okay, let's get all of these boys back home because that's pretty much 100% on Ayutthaya. So we'll be taking everything we can here, man. Obviously, we're not interested in the region of Malaya, so we go like this, and there we go. I think I'll just take everything I can right here, which is that. I guess we need that too, but I don't want it to be disconnected. So we're gonna have to fight another war with them anyway, since they have this province too, which I can't take. So yeah, that's our war with Ayutthaya for now. Done. And look at that, man. 1 trillion freaking provinces. Over 100%. Well, not even over 100%. We don't care about nothing. Cores so cheap, you can't make this stuff up, man. There we go. Done with Ayutthaya. AE is obviously pretty high right here, but there's another mission, which is, which mission? Upper Burma campaign. Permaclaim on Indochina. Excellent. Burma is now ours. Alrighty then. Yeah, now that we're done with that, let's annex Deccan right here because I can do it, and as soon as we're done with that, or maybe not, maybe while we're doing that, we'll fight some of these other guys right here. There are just some other wars happening that I want to wait out. Is it worth going back over to the Balkans for now? Maybe hit Milan. Milan, Hungary, Sicily, Bergen-Stren. Yeah, that won't be bad at all. Now that I have armies everywhere, I actually don't have to walk these guys around between Anatolia and India 28 times. Maybe even more, like I did last episode. You know, an underrated part that no one mentions when playing the Mughals is pretty much all of your advisors are accepted culture, right? Because once you conquer an entire culture, it's accepted. So you can always promote any of these guys, which is dope. There's GovCap, the Grand Palace of Bangkok. That's right, that's right. But yeah, while we're still in the early portion or early-ish portion of this video, boys, what is the next grand campaign you guys would like to see? We have done a couple in Europe already, man. We've done 2 outside of Europe. You know, we did Japan with the whole thing right here. We're doing the Mughals right now. I definitely want to do Qing, Emperor of China. Qing, by the way, not Horde Qing. We're going to do the Emperor mechanics as well, which are super, super fun. But I think we go back to Europe before we go over to Qing. So I know we haven't done a Spain campaign, but I really don't want to colonize, man. Maybe we do an Aragon Spain one where we do a Mediterranean conquest and stuff like that. Or a Poland one, or a Scandinavia one. What do you guys want to see before we go back to Qing? If we don't get any good ideas, or if I'm not inspired enough, I think I'll just do Qing immediately after the Mughals. But yeah, what do you guys think? Okay, well, I got about 5 stacks right here. I think we go ahead and declare on Milan now, ladies and gentlemen. We do have to take stuff from them directly and from their junior partner, Hungary. Sicily, Bergans, and Trent aren't really problems here, although we do have a Trent that's expanded. And man, Milan has been holding Rome for so long. They're just eating the penalty, aren't they? There we go. Imperialism, take capital Milan. Gonna be a slightly annoying war goal, but let's get it, boys. Well, Deccan has been integrated. Very nice. By the way, we're getting these guys on like pure numbers, man. Sieging so quick, bombing forts, massive battle wins right here. Very fun war. One of the most fun ones we've had so far. But yeah, all of these, come on, man. Deccan, what the frick are you doing, bro? None of these are my stacks. I'm just gonna get rid of everything they have because I don't need these troops walking around my country, man. 1k stacks, 1k stacks, 1k stacks. I hate that the way, you know, I hate the way AI recruits troops. Just build an army, bro. I mean, we can also full state all of this now. That actually, what Deccan gets is a pretty huge portion of India, man. Hope we don't go over gov cap. I don't think we should, but even if we do, it's not a problem. We'll just put down some more state houses or whatever, whatever they're called. But yeah, there we go. All of that stuff, or almost all of it. Now, full stated. Nope. Another mission now. It's Indian Enterpot. Excellent. And look, man, for all of this, we really only need a 66% war score. Nice. Okay, got Milan. They should be... Yes, they are willing to accept this. Oh, almost forgot that. Someone unsieged it. Naughty, naughty. But yeah, that's all we need from Milan and Hungary, man. Obviously, a massive coalition is going to form because of this, but... I just remembered. I don't care. There we go. Nice. Peace out right there, man. Perfect. In fact, one of this is Bulgaria's cores, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it back to Bulgaria, just like that. I couldn't be bothered to go to the subject screen. I like that, though. I like that. Very nice. So, since these guys are... not too much a fan of this. I gotta say, this doesn't look too good. Let's lay off these guys for a bit. Go back down here. But they're joining the coalition too. Frick my ass. And yes, this may have been too much to take in one war, but when you don't get rebels from being over 100% overextended, it's just too tempting, man. Yes, we maybe shouldn't have done this, but who cares? Rare to see Portugal having a bad game, though. Strong British colonization game. In fact, pretty clean borders up north, I would say, as well. We got California, New Spain. Then the French are down here where the Portuguese usually are. And then we got Spanish, Brazil, yeah. Not too many things going on over here. Tafilalt is in South Africa. What the hell? They took expansion as their opener? Really? Yeah, strange things happening in Africa. But aside from that, man, the rest of the world looks pretty standard-ish. And also, why do we always expand with going east to west? Why does no one ever expand north to south? Trade nodes, perhaps, right? Well, I guess we kind of did north to south with the Japan game. Heyo, we can finally claim a military hegemon. Very nice. You know, this coalition is starting to get kind of worrying. Not that they'll declare, but it's just slowing me down too much. Yeah, what do we do? Bengal and Hsenwi are in it here. If these guys weren't in, we'd push into these guys further, but has Shun established any tributaries here? Let's see. Champa is a tributary, so is Jarai. Interesting. Okay, so we fight those guys while we're fighting Shun. In the meantime, we could go for Ava, Bengal, Hsenwi if they weren't in the coalition, Vientiane, Khmer, and Lanshang. I think I'm gonna chill for a year or two. Absolutism is about to end in about 5 or 10 years right here. So yeah, Age of Revolutions, boys, coming right up. Our golden era ended quite a while ago, actually. See, this is so funny, having 52 promoted cultures out of 5. Well, Vientiane is allyless. How do you expect me to pass up that opportunity, man? I just don't get it. Wait, what was this? Oh, Lanshang is their tributary. Okay, okay. I guess I'll also declare on Lanshang. That's gonna drag Hsenwi in, and they're in the coalition. Obviously, we're not co-belligerenting them. Okay, both wars are done. Let's peace out Vientiane. I knew it. I knew that would make these assholes my tributary. I hate this damn mechanic, man. They're not a real subject, okay? Don't do that when it's tributaries. You can do it with vassals, but not tributaries. Oh, at least Hsenwi is out. Yep, there we go. So 2 guys, well, yeah. Can't peace out? Why can't I peace out? So, because I canceled tributary, they're back in the war? I don't get it. This is so weird, dude. This is so weird, but hey, I'm happy again. So, there go these 2 guys. Yeah, very nice. Okay, Khmer. I like to Jarai. We could take them out. And then it's pretty much just Ava, who's fighting Bengal right now. If Ava wins, that's excellent. Another guy out of the coalition. Yeah, let's see. The stupidity of some of these Southeast Asian nations that want to do tributary stuff all the time. Ava just beat Bengal's ass straight up. they made them a tributary. Not a vassal, they didn't annex them, they made them a tributary. So now they're still in the coalition against me, man. Okay. Let's fight Khmer then. We're still down here. Quick one versus Khmer right there. There we go. All of their provinces are ours. And now we're pretty limited here, man. I think our next war down here is going to be versus Shun. Versus Shun, and then also on... Oh, wait. And there's the Age of Revolutions, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have unique stuff here either. So Champa, in all their wisdom, went to occupy this province, which apparently is owned by Adal. And there's a Champagan as well. We need all of their provinces. Nice. Okay, so Jarai, Shun would defend them. Okay, so yeah, it's gotta be Shun here next, man. It's gotta be Shun. Yeah, we could do Ava, of course, but then that would make me inherit Bengal as a tributary, which I guess that's one way to get them out of the coalition. Sure. Let's do Ava and then Shun. There we go. Well, there we go. Not even all of my armies made it there before we pieced them out. And we got Bengal as a tributary. Cancel tributary. Hey, they're still in the coalition. How is that possible? Okay, not anymore. Okay, now let me just finish coring all of these up. It'll be super quick. And then we'll fight Shun, man. Then we'll fight Shun. They are going to be weird to fight. They got Shu and Ning as subjects. And they're allied to Cochin and Japan. We don't need that much from them, man. I think to take everything we want, which is just these provinces here and then these here and a couple here, probably only 40-ish% war score. Their capital is here in the middle, Xi'an, Dazhu, Hangzhou. Okay. I didn't know Xi'an was there. I thought Xi'an was somewhere down here. But yeah, boys, only about 5 more wars to go, man. It's Shun, then it's Jarai and Ayutthaya in the same war. It's Bengal, it's Venice, and it's the Commonwealth. These are gonna be pretty big wars, man. Especially with France being defender of the faith. Will they defend the Commonwealth? They won't defend the Commonwealth for some reason. Why? Oh, it's Reformed. Defender of the Reformed faith. Okay, I thought they were Catholic. So yeah, 2 pretty huge wars, man. They got about 500k right here, about 640, let's call it. And then the Commonwealth has about, whoa. This is the coalition, though. This is the coalition. It's really not that big. Probably right, like 300k or something, 500k, yeah. Same-ish, so I guess Venice is gonna be our biggest war. I guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see. Well, armies are in position. I've bought in 3 more guys, 3 more stacks from India, so we got 6 stacks over here total. Let's go ahead and declare on Shun. Of course, it will be imperialism once again, even though we got some Tang reconquest to do. What's up with that? And yeah, let's see how this goes, man. As soon as a month takes over, I will also be declaring on Jarai, and their ally Ayutthaya will need to stand that war after we piece out Shun, because we can't take this Ayutthaya province without piecing out Shun first. We don't have that age ability just yet. Let's get it, boys. Okay, beat them in battles a couple of times, sieging them. Now we're gonna go ahead and declare on Jarai. To take everything we need from Shun is only about 38% war score, so yeah, not bad at all. Revolution spawned in France, by the way. See, they've had the Bonapartes in charge for so long, I think from episode 2 all the way. And there we go, Shun's already willing to accept. Does that make Jarai my tributary once again? Yes, but when I cancel tributary, they'll pop back into the Ayutthaya war, right? That's what happened with those guys last time. So that is everything that we need from Shun, man. Let's go ahead and peace out. Boom, just like that. Jarai is not my tributary. Right, I didn't full annex Shun. What? But, oh, our truce with Bengal is up. I gotta declare immediately before they rejoin the coalition. So there we go. Let's just do that real quick. And now, there's another mission we can do right here, which is Suba of Ayutthaya, I'm assuming. So yeah, there we go. That gives us the claims on the Chinese things, which of course we're not going for. And now we can almost peace out these guys. And there's the peace out on Jarai and Ayutthaya. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've wrapped up Indochina and only 1 more province to go until we get Burma. After that, we'll have everything we need. And the only region left will be the Balkans. The coalition no longer exists. Hey, I didn't even check that out, man. And in fact, I missed the pop-ups too, I guess. But yeah, very cool. Very cool. I just need to decide who I fight first, the Commonwealth or Venice. And Bengal is done too, which means we will own all of Burma. Loki, shout out Bengal, man. They've stayed alive for super long, and we were allies in the early point of the campaign, if you guys remember, in episode 1 and 2. But there we go, we're done. And in fact, we went over GovCap as well because they keep stating everything. But no big deal. We can put down some more town halls and some more state houses in the provinces that don't have good money-making trade goods in them. There's another idea group time, perhaps our last one. With the amount of mill points we have, we should be able to fill it out immediately. What I think I'm gonna go with here, boys, is, let's see, we have quantity and offensive. Yeah, quality, man, it's a no-brainer. It costs 200 mill points for one idea, and, well, there we go. We couldn't fill out all of it like we did with offensive, but close enough. I can't believe we never got into it with Russia, and I don't think we will, but, you know, their alliance with Spain, man, makes them so annoying to fight. Thank frick we didn't have to take stuff from them. But yeah, right now I just spent a little bit of time deleting all of my forts and putting up new ones in the border defensive regions, or whatever you want to call it. But there we go, some more town halls, baby. Hell yeah. Well, they stormed the Bastille. There goes Napoleon, ironically, or not ironically. Oh, Austria isn't, sorry, not Austria. France isn't Defender of the Faith anymore because that's too unrevolutionary for them. So that does make Venice here the easier war. Them, the Knights, Austria own Savoy, the 3 leagues. 69 and 41, that's 110, about 180. Let's call it 200k, you know, give them a little bit of advantage. And yeah, these guys have 500,000, man. More, this war is, more than twice as hard manpower-wise, let's call it. So, yeah, boys, I think everything is ready, man. We're pretty much maxing out on manpower here. All my forts that I wanted to put down are down. So, we got 3 stacks over here in the Balkans. We'll bring in the Egyptian guys, the Persian guys, oh, sorry, the Iraqi guys, the Persian guys. That's gonna make it 6. Yeah, I think that's about it. These guys can stay stationed over here. So 6 stacks going in versus these guys. Yep. Alrighty then, let me start moving the troops around and giving them generals and stuff like that. And once they're in position, man, we'll be declaring. There we go. Let's put these guys there. My problem, of course, is I don't have boats. Damn, I do have the Suez Canal though, so let's maybe gather all of these guys up in the Gulf of Suez. Upgrade them and see what we're working with. We might need to build up some boats here. I mean, shoot, we got 12 heavies, including the flagship from Deccan that we've inherited, and 102 galleys. If we upgrade them, shoot, man, I think that's about enough. Yeah, Venice only has 56 boats, and let's see their allies. Only the Knights have sea access too, so 19 plus 53. We'll take these guys easily, man, even though it's Venice. Perfect. So let's just finish upgrading these guys. Armies are in position and they have generals, and we'll be declaring. All right, boats have finished upgrading them. I sent them on their way to the Gulf of Venice. We can embrace the Enlightenment as well. And now that the boats are in the Gulf of Venice, let's go ahead and declare imperialism on Venice. Well, this was way quicker than I thought it'd be. Wow, I hyped it up for no reason, boys. There we go. Almost no battles, I think. Yeah, just some tiny ones on Venice right here. These are all the provinces they need. Got their capital, farming war score. We're about to get more Austrian forts. Nope. No big deal, man. No big deal. I'm not separate piecing anyone because I want them to have a truce with me, actually. So, there we go. That's all I need from Venice. And with that, Anatolia has been wrapped up as well, because we just got Rhodes and some of these islands right here, which are in Anatolia. There we go. I can go ahead and get rid of these forts because we don't need them. Start coring them up. And I'm going to keep all these armies over here, because, well, we're fighting the Commonwealth next for our final war. And there we go, folks. That didn't take long at all. We are ready to declare our final war versus the Commonwealth, where we're gonna reconquer all of Bulgaria's cores right here, and that is all we need from them. So, there we go, man. Mughals Grand Campaign Episode 4, the final one. If you're wondering, by the way, why I'm not conquering my vassal stuff, I really want to get into the next Grand Campaign, and those were always, you know, bonus goals that we did a little bit, but, I think this is a pretty good place to wrap it up, man. So once again, before we do our final war, let me just remind you boys, if you've enjoyed this video and this entire Grand Campaign, man, make sure to leave a like so I know that you guys want me to continue these. If you want to stay up to date with new videos and new Grand Campaigns and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that motherfucking subscribe button, because we have more Grand Campaigns and A to Z's and releasables and other stuff coming up. And yeah, man, thank you for watching this video, and especially a big thank you to all of those that have watched this entire series. But with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to declare our final war in this Mughal Grand Campaign. Reconquest for Plovdiv right here, and there it is. 11% war score is all we need in our final war, boys. And there we go. It's as simple as that, folks. They'll already accept. And there is all of Bulgaria's scores back to them, and our final war done. Well, whether directly or indirectly, we do have everything we wanted to own for this campaign. The only thing that's left to do is annex Bulgaria. Bulgaria has been annexed. Moved my capital to Constantinople, so now I can found Indian trade company, even without trade companying stuff right here, which does give me an extra merchant. Persia is still my main node, interestingly enough. I guess it stays there if you move it manually. But with all of that done, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a pretty good place to wrap it up. May 1st, 1728. Sure, we got about 100 more years left to play right here, but all of our main goals have been accomplished. So for this campaign, ladies and gentlemen, we needed to complete as much of the mission tree from the Mughals as possible. We didn't really focus on that too much. We still have a couple of missions right here we can do, but the main conquest ones we did do, and we needed to conquer all of the regions from the Balkans down to Egypt, up to Caucasia, and then over this way to Indochina, and we have done just that in our final episode right here. We end the campaign with 8,548 dev, super powerful, full military hegemon right there. These are all of the government reforms that we've done. So Mughal D1 for tier 2, then we got the Mansabdari system for tier 5. I'm just showing off the unique ones. The Zabt system for tier 7, not that many right here, but still super strong. Of course, the D1 is the best. We do have a couple of culture groups assimilated right here: Central Indian, Hindustani, Iranian, Levantine, Western Aryan. Eastern Aryan, we don't have it because Vijayanagara decided to colonize, but no big deal. Over in the economy department, we have been richer in previous grand campaigns, but that is only due to the fact that I decided to state everything now and not trade company stuff. If we, for example, unstate everything over here and add it to a trade company, our income would probably be like 2k ducats from trade when we route everything to Constantinople, but that's not how we do it, you know, role play wise and stuff like that. So this is the economy right here. Not that much goods produced since coal has only just spawned, and I'm still building the coal thingies ahead of time in every single tech. Diplo, admin, influence, humanist, quantity, offensive, quality, all wrapped up. These are our decisions and policies right here, giving us all of these modifiers right here. Super stable, pretty much no rebels this campaign because we're so religiously and culturally especially tolerant as the Mughals. As we can see, 173% religious unity, but really haven't even converted that much. In the military department, I didn't focus on this too much, but we do have quite a lot of cavalry combat ability, massive force limit as well, and these are all of our marches that survived until the end of the game. So Tsang, Khiva, Tripoli, Adal, Transylvania, and Crimea. We didn't really establish any guys over here. If we continued with episode 5, I could establish subjects all around me, but like I said, I'm really itching to get into the next grand campaign. This is what the estates look like. Super happy with privileges still active and above 100 max absolutism. So yeah, man, awesome game right here. No wonder everyone goes for the Mughals for a world conquest, man. It's definitely the best militarily focused campaign you can do. Obviously, Austria is the most hands-off one, and I guess the Ottomans would be the most balanced one. But if you want to do things yourself and not deal with rebels at all, just play the Mughals and take humanist ideas. Probably the chillest conquest campaign you'll ever have, and you can comfortably take 100, 200, 300% overextension without suffering from rebels at all. But yeah, that is what we ended up looking like, man. Just to show off the buildings real quick too, you know, marketplaces in all the provinces. We upgraded them to stock exchanges, got town halls mostly everywhere, a bunch of these as well, making a lot of money. Churches not that much, but a lot of manufactories as well, a bunch of state houses and soldiers households too. So yeah, that is what the buildings are looking like. And going over into the dev department, our most developed provinces are former capital of Delhi, followed by Ayutthaya, Cairo, and some other provinces. Constantinople is number 5, as we can see right here with 33 dev, but not bad at all. So yeah, that is what we ended up looking like, man. Organize the armies a little bit too. There's one for every region and stuff like that, which is stuff I like to do and name them and stuff. So yeah, I think that has been our Mughals grand campaign. I really don't have anything else to say about it. If you watched the entire series, you've seen everything I've done. And yeah, I'm super happy about it. Qing and maybe someone before that coming up next. But for now, let's take a look at the timeline, and I'll leave you with, well, the timeline and a little bit of not yapping from me. And that was the timeline in our Mughals Grand Campaign. Once again, boys, if you enjoyed this video and this series, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But after all that gameplay, that's it for me for now. See you next time.